Hello there, kia ora. It's budget day tomorrow, but we don't know what's going to be in that document. I mean, that's kind of the point of the big budget day build up and release. But the fact of the matter is, it's probably not going to be great for, well, one sector of society in particular. You see, a lot of experts and commentators have pointed out the fact that they feel that Māori are going to be the big losers in the budget. It's almost like there's some petulant child in cabinet who throws a tantrum anytime anyone does anything that suggests any kind of movement towards equitable outcome for Māori. I can't see more than one person who would do that, but what do I know? Anyway, this has led to a bunch of protests being organised for Budget Day by Toitu Te Tiriti and promoted by Te Pāti Māori. If you want to know more details about where these are happening, how you can get involved, you can find those on their social media pages on Facebook and Instagram. It's got all the locations and times and all the details of the people that you need to talk to. One of the elements of this protest is something that they're calling a kākoi. It's like a hikoi, but for cars, and it's designed to slow down traffic, which is absolutely frustrating, and that's the point of the protest. When asked about this, Christopher Luxon actually turned around and said, it's symptomatic of intense frustrations. Oh shit, no, sorry, my notes say that's what he actually said about the groundswell protests in October 2022 when they pulled the tractors out to slow down traffic in major urban centres. What he actually said was that this protest was illegal and people should protest on weekends when they've got spare time. You see, the thing that makes this illegal in the eyes of the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition is the technicality of what a strike is. Part of the call to action that was put out by Toitu Te Tiriti was around strike action, focusing on the Māori economy. The Māori economy is worth $75 to $80 billion a year to the country, so it's pretty damn huge. It's growing exponentially and it's projected to be one of the biggest cornerstones of our GDP by the year 2040, which is shaping up to be a really good year if you listen to politicians. Just far enough away for people to kind of believe it's true. Anyway, the reason that this strike action is a little bit different, though, is because we have never, ever had a strike in this country built around a cultural economy element. All of our strikes in the past have been around things like work conditions or days that you can work, holiday pay, salaries, that kind of thing. We've never had one that's built specifically around a cultural element because it's never really been necessary. It's kind of the evolution of what we've been seeing over the last sort of 30 to 40 years in terms of making sure you get better equitable outcomes for Māori and Māoridom in the wider society. But over the last 6 to 8 months, we've seen a lot of those things unwound, which makes people who are dealing specifically with the Māori economy feel targeted, which makes them much, much more inclined to want to go out and strike to show just how important they are. But our laws are not set up for this in any shape, way, or form. I can't say for sure if this is technically illegal because it's never been done before and I'm not a lawyer, but it certainly is an interesting testing ground, and it's certainly an interesting response from the Prime Minister to say that it is illegal and that people should only protest on weekends after, what he said about Groundswell, who did exactly the same kind of protest on a Thursday. Yep, definitely double standard. I can't imagine why that might be. But the fact of the matter is, tomorrow is going to be a big day with lots of announcements and lots of people having a lot of reckons, including me and all the other people that I work around. So don't be surprised if you find out that this is not a particularly good budget for Māori and Māoridom. That petulant child in cabinet probably threw a few tantrums to get what he wanted in that respect, but we're not going to know for sure until tomorrow. If you do want to be involved in the protests, like I said before, you can go and check out the Toitu Te Tiriti Facebook and Instagram pages. It's got all of the details on there on how activation is going to happen and how you can get yourself involved. And if you're going to be sitting around waiting for the budget announcements to see what comes out, I thoroughly suggest, if you don't drink, to find something else that fills that void that you're going to have after that particular set of announcements. All right, and finally, don't forget to join me tonight. Blake and I are going to be sitting down talking to Gareth Hughes from the Green Party and Neil Jones, Dame Jacinda Ardern's former Chief of Staff, to talk about what they expect to see in the budget. And if you haven't caught up already, there's a whole bunch of interviews that we did earlier in the week as well around the budget, which is really fascinating, including one from Matthew Tukaki last night, where he talks a little bit about this kind of issue around Māoridom and what to expect from the budget. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Either way, good luck tomorrow. May the odds be ever in your favour. Wait, you're still here? It's over. Go find another video.